Did you know that the foods you eat before bed could literally stop your heart while you sleep? This is not an exaggeration. Thousands of seniors pass away every year because of something they ate just hours before bedtime. You might think it's harmless, that slice of cheese or bowl of cereal, but for many, these innocent habits are silently putting their lives at risk. In this video, I'm going to reveal 8 common foods that seniors over 65 should never consume before bed. Foods that could lead to fatal consequences in your sleep. I'll share one tragic story of a 78-year-old who lost his life in the middle of the night due to a food choice he thought was perfectly fine. It might sound extreme, but with the information I'm about to share, you could literally save your life tonight. So please, stay with me for the next few minutes. This is information you can't afford to miss. What you eat tonight could make the difference between waking up in the morning or not. Let me tell you about Walter. He was a 78-year-old man from Michigan, active, healthy, and seemingly doing everything right. Every morning he walked 2 miles. He went for regular checkups. He thought he was living the life he was supposed to. But there was one thing Walter didn't know. His nightly snack routine was quietly, slowly, damaging his heart. Walter had a habit, just like many of us do, a little snack before bed. He'd enjoy a few crackers with some processed cheese, a snack he considered harmless. Little did he know, those late-night indulgences were setting him up for disaster. What he didn't realize was that certain foods, when consumed before bed, cause dangerous inflammation in the body, especially in seniors, and place an enormous strain on the cardiovascular system during sleep. One morning, Walter's daughter found him. He didn't wake up. His doctors confirmed what the family could barely believe. His late-night eating habits had triggered a fatal heart attack in his sleep. His cardiologist explained it in heartbreaking detail. Some foods, when consumed at night, create a perfect storm in senior bodies. The body's natural regulation of blood pressure and heart health is compromised during sleep, and certain foods exacerbate this, pushing it over the edge. Walter's tragic death could have been prevented if he had known what I'm about to share with you. This wasn't just a random occurrence. It's happening every day to seniors all around the world. Could you be making the same deadly mistake Walter made? Could the foods in your kitchen be putting your life at risk tonight? Stay with me, because I'm going to walk you through the 8 foods you absolutely must avoid before bed after age 65. Pay special attention to number 3. It's the one most directly linked to nighttime heart attacks. It could save your life. The 8 dangerous foods seniors over 65 should avoid before bed. 1. Processed cheese and high-sodium dairy. Let's start with something that might seem innocent enough, a slice of processed cheese on your evening crackers. But did you know that processed cheese can be far more dangerous than you think? According to cardiologists at the American Heart Association, consuming processed cheese before bed can cause fluid retention and spikes in blood pressure during sleep. Why is this so dangerous? The combination of high sodium and saturated fats in processed cheese creates an ideal environment for health problems, especially during the night when your body's natural blood pressure regulation is already weakened. When you're sleeping, your body is supposed to be in a resting state, allowing your heart to recover. But with foods like processed cheese, your blood pressure might skyrocket, leading to dangerous consequences like heart attacks or strokes. Take the case of Elizabeth, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. She used to have a nightly routine of cheese and crackers. It wasn't until she began experiencing severe breathing difficulties in the middle of the night that her doctors figured out the cause. The fluid buildup in her lungs, caused by the sodium in the cheese, was creating dangerous pressure on her heart. After just 2 weeks of eliminating the cheese from her diet, her blood pressure stabilized, and the scary episodes stopped entirely. Are you willing to risk your life for a slice of processed cheese? A much safer alternative would be unsalted nuts or a slice of fresh mozzarella. Your heart will thank you tomorrow. 2. High sugar cereals and desserts. Next, let's talk about something many people have before bed without thinking twice: sugary cereals or sweet treats. That innocent bowl of cereal or that cookie before bed could actually be causing dangerous blood sugar fluctuations while you sleep. Studies from the Mayo Clinic Sleep Center show that sugar consumption before bed can cause dramatic glucose spikes and crashes, which are particularly risky for seniors. When your blood sugar spikes to diabetic levels, your heart is forced to work harder. But the real danger comes when the sugar crashes, causing blood sugar to plummet to dangerously low levels during deep sleep. This not only stresses the cardiovascular system, but it can trigger life-threatening arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats that can result in heart attacks or strokes. Raymond, a 71-year-old from Florida, loved a bowl of sweetened cereal before bed. But after wearing a continuous glucose monitor, his doctor discovered something shocking. His blood sugar would spike to dangerously high levels within an hour of eating, then crash to critically low levels around 3 a.m. This was creating extreme stress on his heart, which his doctor immediately addressed. Now, Raymond swaps his sugary snack for an apple with almond butter, something that provides stable energy without the dangerous spikes. Ask yourself, is that bowl of cereal or that cookie really worth the risk of your heart's health? 3. Processed meats. Now let's talk about one of the deadliest foods: processed meats. Bacon, salami, hot dogs. These may seem like quick and easy snacks, but they're directly linked to heart attacks, especially during sleep. Research from Johns Hopkins Medicine has shown that processed meats, rich in nitrates, sodium, and preservatives, are major contributors to nocturnal cardiac events in seniors. Here's why. When you eat processed meats, the nitrates and preservatives convert into nitrosamines in your body, which increase inflammation and oxidative stress. This creates a perfect storm for heart problems, particularly during sleep when your body's defenses are naturally lower. It's like setting up your heart for failure without even realizing it. Take Thomas, a 78-year-old who regularly snacked on salami while watching the late news. His family was devastated when they learned that his autopsy revealed elevated nitrate levels from processed meats, which triggered the fatal heart attack in his sleep. If only Thomas had known this information. If you crave protein before bed, consider switching to a small portion of unseasoned baked chicken or a hard-boiled egg instead. It's a small change that could save your life tonight. 4. Spicy foods. For many, spicy food is a late-night favorite, but those spicy tacos or hot wings before bed might be putting you at risk for a terrifying health emergency in the middle of the night. Gastroenterologists from the National Institute on Aging have shown that spicy foods can cause acid reflux, which not only mimics heart attack symptoms, but can also trigger actual cardiac events due to vagus nerve stimulation. The inflammation caused by spicy foods leads to a cascade of stress on the body, especially when you're lying down. This is the worst possible time for your body to be under pressure, as your heart and digestive system are working harder than they should. This can cause chest pain, difficulty breathing, and in extreme cases, a heart attack. Patricia, 68, from Arizona, woke up one night with crushing chest pain after eating spicy tacos. She thought she was having a heart attack, but it turned out to be severe acid reflux. Her doctor warned her that continued inflammation could eventually trigger a real cardiac event. If you love spice, it's time to make a change. Opt for milder, non-irritating foods, and if you need flavor, try herbs like basil or oregano. Ask yourself, is that spicy dish worth the risk of a hospital visit? Or worse? 5. Alcoholic beverages. A lot of people enjoy a nightcap, but alcohol before bed could be setting you up for serious health issues. Sleep specialists at the Stanford Sleep Medicine Center found that alcohol can reduce oxygen levels during deep sleep stages, forcing your heart to work overtime and increasing the risk of stroke. Alcohol also relaxes the muscles in your throat, which can cause partial airway collapse, leading to sleep apnea and dangerous oxygen desaturation. Howard, a 73-year-old retired accountant, used to enjoy 2 glasses of wine every evening. After a sleep study, he discovered that his sleep apnea worsened significantly after drinking alcohol. His oxygen levels would drop dangerously low dozens of times each hour. His cardiologist warned him that his nightly glass of wine was putting extreme strain on his heart. Instead of alcohol, try a soothing alternative like tart cherry juice or chamomile tea, which are proven to help with sleep without stressing your heart. 6. Caffeinated foods and beverages. Even if you're not having a cup of coffee, some foods, like chocolate, can contain caffeine and still affect your heart long after dinner. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that caffeine, consumed even 6 hours before bed, can raise blood pressure and heart rate variability in seniors, creating dangerous conditions for cardiac events. Meredith, a 70-year-old from Washington, was baffled by her frequent nighttime heart palpitations until her doctor pinpointed the problem: her nightly dark chocolate treat. She switched to a caffeine-free herbal tea and found her heart rhythm normalized in just a week. A small banana, a natural source of magnesium, can also promote healthy sleep without the harmful effects of caffeine. 7. High-fat fried foods. Those crispy fried foods you love can make your heart work overtime while you sleep. Cardiac researchers at the Cleveland Clinic have found that fried foods increase inflammation by up to 25% during sleep, creating the ideal conditions for plaque rupture and heart attacks. Gregory, a seemingly healthy 69-year-old from Texas, had a midnight heart attack after eating fried chicken for dinner. The inflammation caused by the fried foods triggered the event during his deepest sleep phase. He was lucky to survive, but many seniors aren't. If you crave something crispy, try baked or steamed options. Air-popped popcorn with minimal salt is a safer choice that's light on your heart. 8. High-sodium packaged snacks. Those convenient packaged snacks might be sabotaging your heart health. Research from the American College of Cardiology shows that high-sodium snacks consumed within 3 hours of bedtime can raise nighttime blood pressure by up to 15 points in seniors, increasing the risk of stroke. Deborah, 75, regularly enjoyed crackers before bed, but her blood pressure readings showed dangerous spikes between 2 and 4 a.m. After cutting out this habit, her blood pressure stabilized. If you need something crunchy, try fresh cucumber slices or unsalted air-popped popcorn. By now, you know the 8 foods to avoid before bed. The good news is that small changes tonight can lead to many more healthy tomorrows. It's never too late to protect your heart and ensure you wake up healthy each morning. Take action now to avoid becoming another tragic statistic like Walter or Thomas. If you found this information valuable, please hit the like button and comment below which foods you'll be eliminating from your evening routine starting tonight. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get more life-saving health tips for seniors. And please share this video with someone you love who's over 65. It could literally save their life tonight.